Hello guys and welcome to another Movie Matthew video where today I'm ranking my top 10 favourite actors. This is based on the likeability factor and the movies I like the most, because that's what it's all about. You know, if it was technical acting, you know, I'd say Daniel Day-Lewis would be on this list, for example, but he's just not been in many films I really enjoy apart from maybe two, so that's a big factor why he's not on this list, for example. You know, this is just ones I like. They've been in the most movies I enjoy, and just ones I also think are very good actors too. So yeah, this is my top 10, guys. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. Number 10 for me is Matt Damon. This guy's in so many good films, and he's likeable on screen again, and he's very real. You know, his acting's very real. He's great at being an emotional actor, a serious actor, a funny actor. He has it all, and he can really command the screen for the full duration. Let's take his performance in Martian, for example. He can dominate that screen. It's mainly him for the whole duration of the film, but he eats it up and he just works. And few actors can really do that, where it's just them on screen for most of it and they're making it entertaining throughout. He's just a very, very well-rounded, good actor who's been in so many good films, you know. Good Will Hunting, the Bourne films, Departed, Martian's my favourite performance from him, and Ford v Ferrari was great in that last year. He's in so many good films. I think he's so good, and he actually also won Best Adapted Screenplay Oscar with Ben Affleck for Good Will Hunting. The guy's an all-rounder. He's just he's a great contribution to film, a great actor who I really, really like. Number 9 is Jimmy Stewart, a guy who oozes charisma and gentlemanly charm. You know, he has so much energy to his performances, and all his performances ask so much of him, and he always delivers. You know, take his performance in It's a Wonderful Life, for example, which is my favourite performance from him. He goes through the ringer in that film. Stress, you know, emotional, like crying, and then happiness. You know, he's going through all his emotions to the extreme as well, and he switches it through so well. And he can go from being a happy-go-lucky guy, like he is in, say, Harvey, for example, and then you see him in Vertigo, he turns very dark. He can really switch up his characters so well. And yeah, he started off his career being that very happy-go-lucky guy, and then in his later films he did become a bit more dark and serious. The guy can do it all. He's very diverse. I love him in loads of films. A Shop Around the Corner, Rear Window, Harvey is very good, Vertigo is very good, It's a Wonderful Life obviously is very good. The guy can act and he's brilliant. He's a legend, considered one of the best actors of all time, and I can agree with that. I think he's very, very good, and yeah, he's just a legend, and a legend of cinema, and a fantastic, well-rounded actor who could do anything. Number 8 is Jack Nicholson. This guy can immerse himself into a character so well. He's won 3 Oscars for Best Male Actor, and deservingly so. Could have won more. I think he should have won one for his performance in The Shining. I think that performance is my favourite. The guy is brilliant, man. He eats up the screen, he dominates it. Every time he's in a film with someone, he's the best. No matter who he's going up against, he's the best. I also love him in A Few Good Men. I love him in everything. He's brilliant in The Departed as well. As good as it gets. He's in everything, and he's great in everything. He dominates the screen, he eats it up. Chinatown, another one. The guy is such a good actor, so well-rounded. And his facial expressions, his eyes, he communicates it so well for his face. He can be very angry, and he's so convincing as an angry actor. And he's also very convincing as a happy-go-lucky, very convincing as a psychopath. The guy has it all. He's such a well-rounded, great actor. You know, who else could you actually think could play Jack Torrance in The Shining as good as him? He puts so much commitment into each role, and his roles are very different as well, and he smashes every single one all the time. A very consistent, very, very successful actor. You know, his performance as Jack Torrance, a lot of people were a bit confused with it at first, thought what's he really going for, but they're not saying that anymore. It's grown to be such an iconic performance. I also loved him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest as well. He's in so many good films, such a good actor. Number 7 is Tom Hanks, the most likeable guy in Hollywood. The guy always plays a very relatable, likeable character, always a likeable presence on screen. He always does realistic things, you know, things that you would do yourself. He's a very relatable character in basically every film he's in. His performances are always good. Personal favourite, his performance in Forrest Gump. Perfection. What a performance. And he's in so many good films. Yet again, we've got another actor who's just in so many good films, so likeable. Everyone loves Tom Hanks. He has this very likeable aura. I love him in Saving Private Ryan. I love him in Big. I love him in Captain Phillips. So many films he's great in. But yeah, my favourite is Forrest Gump. He's such a legend. Acting legend. He'll forever be remembered as one of the best. He also can command the screen so well. Like we saw in Castaway, he just dominates the screen. If it's filmed just him on his own, he can still smash it. He just has it all. He's such a good actor. Number 6 is Brad Pitt. This guy for me is criminally underrated. He's not all just good looks and a famous movie star. He's a very, very good actor who's been in some... His catalogue of films is ridiculous. So many films he's in, I love. He's just in so many. And the guy actually outshadows a lot of great actors, and only a world-class actor could do this. You know, he outshines Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and wins the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, which, I mean, you've got to be a good actor to do that. He outshines Morgan Freeman in Seven for me, and he also outshines Edward Norton in Fight Club. These are world-class actors he outshines them in. And I just think he's such an underrated actor who provides so much. My favourite performance from him is Mickey O'Neill in Snatch. So different, you know. Something, you know, he does so many different characters. He can act as anything, anyone. And in this, he's so memorable and so good. His career has been so consistent as well. He's just consistently in good films. Very good films, in fact. My favourite films from him, Jesus Christ, so many. Seven, Fight Club, Moneyball, Inglourious Basterds, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Fury. The guy's in so many good films. It's ridiculous. And I love him as Mickey O'Neill in Snatch. The very best. But the guy is just such a good actor. And so underrated in my opinion. Number 5 for me is Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. He's so funny. His slapstick, his facial expressions, his movements, the way he delivers his lines. He's just so funny. He's a great comedic actor. But what I also love about Jim Carrey is he's a very good dramatic actor. As we've seen in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and we've seen in The Truman Show, he's so good at being dramatic acting as well. I wish he did more of that actually. But he does excel as a very funny actor, and particularly in like Dumb and Dumber, you know, The Mask, he's really good in that. The Grinch is really good in that. And my personal favourite from him is Liar Liar. Liar Liar for me is such an underrated film. I think he's so funny in that. And the bloopers at the end, they're arguably funnier than the film. And you can tell he was so fun to be around on set. And yeah, he provides so much charisma, you know, and energy to his performance. He leaves it all out there, and I just really, really enjoy him. I think he's a great actor. He's not like as prominent now, but back in the 90s, early 2000s, the guy was smashing it. And yeah, he's got so many great films, so funny, so memorable. I really like Jim Carrey. Number 4 is Tom Cruise, the pure definition of a movie star. A movie star who's a very good actor, great actor, particularly in the action genre. His dedication to his films is so admirable. He just leaves it all out there, all the practical stunts done by himself. These running shots I love watching. I can watch them all day, Tom Cruise running along. He's so likeable, you always root for his character. I even rooted for him in Collateral when he was the villain, a very good villain that is as well. He's a very good dramatic actor, as we've seen in A Few Good Men, which is actually my favourite performance from him. So good. Matches Jack Nicholson, which is a very hard thing to do. I just think he's just such a great movie star. He has everything. He has that it factor. He has a catalogue of films that are just outrageously good, man. The Mission Impossible films, A Few Good Men, Edge of Tomorrow, such an underrated, great film. The Last Samurai. He's just in so many films that I love, and he does it so well. Such a great actor. Minority Report, Jerry Maguire. He's in so many good films. I really enjoy him. What I love most about him though is his passion and commitment to his roles. He leaves it all out there, and you can only admire that. He loves acting. He loves what he does. You can see it in his eyes. He's just so good. I'm a massive fan of Tom Cruise. Number 3 for me is Samuel L. Jackson. This guy's been in literally everything. Star Wars, Marvel. He's been in everything, and it's quite unbelievable to think that this guy only really blew up when he was 45. You know, he's got his major role in Pulp Fiction, and that's what really catapulted him into fame. And since then, from 45 to I think he's 70 now, he's just been amazing. He's been in so many films, such an active actor who provides so many good performances. He's not just this big over-the-top motherfucker actor, you know, he's also a very good dramatic actor, a very serious actor. He's got everything going for him, and his catalogue of films are simply outrageous. You know, I think he's the actor that's grossed the most out of anyone ever, because he's just been in so many big films. But my favourite personally from him is in The Hateful Eight. I love him in that film. He's so good, and I love him in Pulp Fiction. I love him in basically every Tarantino film, Django Unchained as well. Jackie Brown, he's brilliant in that, and the guy really just has that it factor for me. So likeable. His over the top dominant personality always shines for me, and I find him very funny as well. I just like everything about Samuel L. Jackson. I think he's a fantastic actor who provides so much to cinema, and he'll forever be remembered as an absolute legend. You know, it's so many memorable performances from him. All the Tarantino films. He's also great in Unbreakable as well. Yeah, a perfect actor. I love him. Number 2 is Christian Bale. I love Christian Bale so much. I think he's just such a dedicated actor. The method acting from this guy is as extreme as it gets. One role will be huge, and one role will be scrawny as they come, like he is in Machinist. Like, he was in The Machinist, and then a year later he bulked up so much for Batman, and then for like Vice he's gained loads more weight. The guy's so dedicated with his weight, like what he's done for those movies. And it's not just that. A lot of people just say, yeah, he's great at that, but people forget how good of an actor he is. He's such a good actor, so likeable in every film. He can be a psychopath, he can be a likeable everyday guy, he can be a drug addict, he can be an anorexic, he can be a gang boss, he can be an action star, he can be Batman. The guy can be anything he likes. There's very little Bale in every single character though. The character completely takes over, he embodies that character. You know, no performance is the same with this guy. He's always playing completely different characters, and he really pushes himself to the absolute limit, which I appreciate so much. He's such a good actor, and my favourite performance from him is in the American Psycho as Patrick Bateman. What a performance that is. He's a lunatic. The narration he builds and how he hides his mental state, I guess, from other people, but he's just on the edge every time. But the guy's in so many good films. The Batman films, what a Batman, the best Batman I've ever seen. He's also great in The Machinist, great performance. The Fighter, what a performance that was. And he's literally in so much. Le Mans 66, I think he's fantastic in that as well. And the guy's career just is consistently good. He's consistently good in everything. You know, what else is he in? Mine's gone blank. The Prestige, 310 to Yuma. He's in so many good films, and I always really look forward to any film he's ever in, because I know it will be a great performance. I've never ever seen Christian Bale provide a below par performance ever. He's always at the top in every film he's in. He's just such a good actor. Number 1 for me is Leonardo DiCaprio, a very underrated actor for me, and I think he's the greatest actor of my generation. In the 2010s, he just went through the stage where he was just flying. So many movies, and the guy is so diverse. He can act in anything. He's a director's dream. He can be anything. Right from the start of his career in Eating Gilbert Grape, right to where he is now, the guy is so consistently good. He's always in good films. You know, he's very good at picking films because his catalogue is outrageous. He finally won his Oscar for The Revenant, and deservingly so, and to get an Oscar for that performance is great as well, because it was such a demanding performance that probably was very difficult for him, and his facial expression, very little dialogue, said it all, and just testament to his dedication and how good of an actor he really is to be able to act like that. I love him in everything he's in. He's world class in everything. He's destined for the big screen, a perfect movie star. He's got everything going for him. A personal favourite from him is Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street. What a performance, but he's great in everything. He really is great in everything. Titanic, Catch Me If You Can, The Revenant, Inception, Shutter Island. He's literally in everything. What a list of films. This guy is in. Blood Diamond, I love him in that. He really has it all going for him, and what a performer he is. He's one of the greatest actors ever in my opinion, and he is my favourite actor as well. Love him so much. And guys, that is my top 10 favourite actors of all time. Please let me know your lists down below. What did I miss out on my list that you would have in yours? I've been Movie Matthew, and like, subscribe, and do whatever you want, guys. This is the Movie Matthew channel, and I'll see you on the next one.